Another test passed, another 2 points pocketed. Rangers 4, Nashville Predators 3 this afternoon in Tennessee. Welcome inside our Delta MSG studios. Alongside Steve Valiquette, I'm John Giannone. For the moment, the Rangers lead the league in wins, in points, in heart-stopping moments, and in gut-check victories, and this was yet another.
It's a blood and guts team.
Yeah.
High character. It was tested on many different occasions in this night, the entire season. It's amazing how they keep adding new wrinkles to their game, and the face-offs, we haven't talked about it enough almost because it's possession, it's their ability to then make offense happen. Last season, the Rangers had 10 goals off the face-off the entire season. It seems to be like over the last 10 years, they've always been in the bottom third. But this is a new-look team, and the way they're able to play the game after they get possession, doing things the right way, and not ever deviating from the plan. And I think that's my probably biggest takeaway after this one, John, is they didn't deviate away from the plan. There's a lot of games that are played during the league where guys go individual once they get down in a game and they take the coach's plan and throw it out the window. The Rangers didn't do it in this one, and they were rewarded because of it.
17-4-1. 35 points on the season, and maybe one of the most impressive numbers of all, when they're tied after 2 periods, they are 7-0, and they did that again tonight. It was a game where they trailed 2-0, but Steve, you mentioned face-offs again, such a huge element of what makes the Rangers so successful this season. 3 of their 4 goals scored off face-off wins. We are going to fire up a very busy film room powered by CDW and explore just how important face-off wins were in tonight's game.
And I think coaches look at it differently from one staff to the next. Sometimes it's an extended play after the face-off. Sometimes it's 10 seconds. Some coaches would only refer to it as 5 seconds. The point here is that Trocheck is able to get down low on his stick so he can track down and be able to have leverage. Quick D-to-D up top with Kreider recognizing that he has to cover because Trouba's going to pinch and add value. We talk about this a lot where he stays down when he recognizes he can help. A neat play behind here from Trocheck because he breaks the median of the net. He breaks that midpoint, and that allows the goalie to get confused with what shoulder to be over. Watch how Trocheck here on this faceoff knocks the stick of O'Reilly away from the dot, creating leverage again so Kreider can get the puck down low, get it up top. That allows everybody to get into first position after, again, another what we would call D-to-D up top, even though it's a D and a forward. But it allows Trocheck, with very good coverage, to probably and most likely aim to just get a rebound, but he wedges it enough to get it over the glove of Lankinen. On the third one, another face-off win where he gets help. And that's a big key here because when the wingers are getting in to help the centerman, that ups the team percentage. D-to-D one more time. It shifts everybody from Nashville. The inside look here that Trocheck gives Lindgren, this is the goal. It's all of the work that everybody's doing to get the puck over the finish line. And in hockey, it takes 5. It takes 5 to get it across the finish line, and that is a team game the Rangers are playing right now.
Rangers were 58% in the face-off circle tonight. Vincent Trocheck, 19-7 in the dot. That's 73% for the best face-off man in the NHL. The game winner goes to Ryan Lindgren, his first goal since late last season, a span of 33 games. That was an empty netter. This was the 8th of his career. It was banked off a defenseman, but it was good enough for the Rangers to win it 4-3. Let's get his reaction. Dave Maloney working the dressing room in Nashville.
Well, Ryan, that looked like a game where you just had to do what you had to do to get it done.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely not a great start by us. Shesty definitely kept us in it, but seemed like in the second period we kind of got it going, and too many penalties, but for the most part we battled back and ended up getting the win.
And if you could just take us inside the locker room after 20, because it looked like some bodies got moved around up front. What was the thought going into the second?
Yeah, we just weren't happy with the way we started. Right from the puck drop, we just didn't have it. So came in here, regrouped, and played a lot better throughout the rest of the game.
Obviously, you don't want to be putting your team in holes all the time, but just the way you guys have continued to be able to come back no matter the situation, just what does that say about the group?
Yeah, it's definitely a good thing the way we respond when things aren't going our way. Like you said, we don't want to be in a hole, but it seems like we're able to reset and start playing our game again, so that's good to see.
The game winner, just to kind of you earn those bounces in games like this, just kind of throwing one in front there.
Yeah, exactly. Seemed like Troch battle his way to the front. Great play by Foxy up top there, and just throw it there, hit a skate and went in.
Fortunate bounce for the Rangers for Ryan Lindgren, 4-3 win in Nashville. And it was a game, as you heard Lindgren say, really taken over in the second half of the game by Igor Shesterkin. Remember, he had given up 3 in the first half of the game after this was the same team that had run him from the net in a game back in mid-October at the Garden. But he buckled down after that, in all 36 saves, including all 13 in a sometimes frantic third period.
You said, remember, how could I forget? I was panicked. No, because here's the thing with Shesty, right? He's hit such a level that his bar is so high that I think that when he's not there, he's starting to think about it too much. I can tell you that there's a look to it when you're thinking in net. You're thinking about where you need to be to optimize your chance to make a save. You're thinking about how you want to make that save, and that's why a few of these are bouncing off the cuff. He's taking some risk in his game by trying to make a big play, trying to get a home run play, and then he has to recover for himself. But the breakaway save that he makes here, I think the thinking's over at this point because it's 4-3 Rangers, and that seems to tighten and straight line his focus. So now he's just focused on the puck. And when this guy plays the puck, he's one of the best goalies in the NHL, just he and the puck. And I think Shesterkin has to oftentimes remind himself that he competes against the puck. He's not playing the Nashville Predators or the Edmonton Oilers or whoever the opponent is. He's playing against the puck, and oftentimes goalies have to go there. It's the puck tells me where to go, the puck tells me when to go, and it tells me how fast to go. And when he tracks down, which means in front of him, he's the best goalie in the league. When he's thinking about all these things, he gets tied up in knots just like anybody else. And if you're a pretzel mentally, your body quickly follows. And any goalie's going to fall into that trap. But I think it's a gift and a curse that he's been so good so early because his measurement of himself success-wise, he wants shutouts in 1-goal games. Gives up 2 goals in the first period. I think he's questioning stuff, and he's in his own head. And he was luckily, or maybe trained himself to get out of that way right now, too. That's a big difference for me.
Wins his second this week, now 10-4 on the season. 36 saves for Shesterkin, 18 more block shots from the Rangers. Let's hear from their best at that category. It's Jacob Trouba with Dave.
But yeah, he's a guy that just brings it every night and is so consistent that you never really notice when he's like up or down because he's just always been so consistently good for us.
He's also a guy that just seems to get under opponents' skin. Just when you have a guy like that on your team, what does that bring?
I think I thought we were missing a little bit of an attitude to start the game. I think we kind of get that back as we get more emotionally invested and involved in the games. I think he does a good job of that and kind of brings guys into the battle with him. That's a good quality to have in a teammate. So I think that's another good thing that he does for a group.
The last time you played this team, it kind of ended up being a wake-up call and ended up being a turning point in your guys' season. Was that at all in the back of your mind when you're coming into this game? Show how far you've come.
I think we know it's a team that we've lost to. I think we know the teams that we've lost to, and we don't want to lose to them twice. So I think that obviously was discussed. I don't think that was a major sticking point. I think we obviously want to play a good game, didn't get off to a good start, but found a way to kind of calm ourselves down in between periods and find a way to pick our game back up and came out and played a really good second and followed it up with a third. I think a lot of guys contributed, especially those last 2 periods. Shesty made a lot of big saves. Not our best game, I would say, but found a way to come back and get a win.
I heard Laviolette had a strong message for you guys in between the first and second. When you have a coach that...
Who said that?
Trocheck said it was... Do you want me to name names? But when you have a coach like that can deliver a intermission message like that works, just what does that mean to you guys?
I think guys understood where we were at after that first period. There's no kicking and screaming in here. I think it's people know when we're not playing our best. We didn't feel we were ready to play when the puck dropped today. So we wanted to address it in between periods and come back and play our game. We know when we play our game what it looks like, and when we don't, it looks the complete opposite. So I think, to come in and deliver a message, there's no yelling, it's just an understanding of you got to show up to work, and the game started at 3:30 and we weren't ready. So nothing you can really do about it or to change it. You can only change what's going forward. I thought he left it on us to make a decision if we wanted to play tonight or not, and I thought the team responded well.
Yeah, you go to the net right there in the first minute.
Talk about the spinorama first.
I was going to say, you were trying to obviously make a change, a leadership leadership thing there?
Not really. I think it was just we were lining up for a lot of one-timers. Just kind of lost puck, and Troch made a great play, just kind of hanging out there, and he made a good play to pass it back out the same side.